Hello everyone. It's November 18th, 1:50 p.m. It's about 1 degree here in Halifax today, which would be about 33 degrees Fahrenheit. And today I'm going to be taking a walk right down Barrington Street. And I don't think I've done a video on just Barrington Street, so that's what we're going to do today. And we'll start right here with, this is a major bus terminal right here. I'm in front of the Scotia Square on Barrington Street, and this is the major bus terminal where pretty well every bus that comes downtown will stop here at some point before they go wherever they're going from here. Okay, so all the buses pretty much come right to this spot where I'm at right now. So we're going to start walking down Barrington Street and give you a good look of what the street is like. So hopefully we have a good day, and it's not too cold. It's 1 degree, but it's not that bad. So I think we'll be okay. Yeah, no matter where direction you're going, if you're going the way that bus is going there, just across the street, you can catch a bus there, and it'll take you over to Dartmouth, take you up to Fairview, Clayton Park, wherever you want to go. You can catch a bus right there, and they come along about every minute or half a minute. There's lots of buses coming by here. It's a busy time of day here in Halifax now because it's getting in the afternoon, and some people will be getting off work at 3 o'clock and others coming on, and the rush hour is pretty much begun. It's not full on till about 4:30, but it's getting busy. There's been a lot of changes here in the last couple of years, and all these buildings here, these new ones, they used to be 3-story buildings with stores in the front and kind of dilapidated looking buildings. And the city has block by block, they're coming down and new glass buildings are going up and modern stores and shops, and it looks a whole lot better. It's not completed yet, but it's a whole lot better than it was. There's a nice mural on that building right there. That lights up at night. There's light shine on that. It's beautiful at night. Now this is the front of City Hall, in case you want to see that. And this whole area, the grass and the cenotaph and all that, is called the Grand Parade. I don't know why they call it the Grand Parade, but it probably goes back to military times when maybe soldiers lined up here to parade or something like that. That's my guess. All right, so there's City Hall, which is right on Barrington, but just up a little step here. So we have 2 cenotaphs. That one over there is for the Korean War. I think it's in memory of those who fought in the Korean War. And this one over here is for the police officers who have died in the line of duty over the years. Okay? So we'll continue on down Barrington Street. The harbor's right down there at the bottom of the hill. And I've read that Halifax has one of the deepest harbors. Like really big ships can come in here because the water is really deep. They don't have to dig it out and make a place for the ships. The water is just naturally deep here. And it doesn't freeze over. It's open all year, so boats can come in here all year round. The harbor never freezes over, which is a really good thing. So you can see this is what the street looked like before the new buildings were built. It's kind of like 3 stories, some of them are 4 stories. And but they still look nice. I'm not saying they don't look nice. They still look nice, and there's a certain charm goes to the with these old buildings and the wrought iron fence, you know, and the brick walls and things. It's kind of a charming place, but it's nice too to see when the buildings get too worn to tear them down and build something nice and modern. So that's what they're working on little by little here as the buildings get just a little bit too far gone to really do much with them. They tear them down and build some new buildings here. Hopefully I can stay out of the wind because it's really not great. I'm out of the wind right now. We should be okay. So that building you see right there, that one it's still being worked on, but I think some people are in there now. That one is, no, I think that one's completed. And the next one is still being worked on. So, when we came here 2 years ago, that one was just getting done. And the other one was only the steel going up. Now the second one's almost completed too. And this one, I guess they're ready to move in there, I would say. Maybe some people's already in there. They have a lot of nice little coffee shops here. There's a special bar right here. And some really good looking clothing stores too. And nice stylish stuff. So there's the one that's still under construction a bit, but I would expect that that'll be open before too long. And there's Starbucks, which I go in there once in a while. Not all the time, but once in a while I go there. It's a nice place. This place don't look like it's open right now. I think it's a wine bar or something like that, but it's closed at the moment. So far, the COVID-19 is not a big problem in Halifax yet. I heard we have 20 cases, which is the highest it's been. It's the highest it's been since it got over last spring. When we got into summer, we were down some weeks we didn't have any. And then it'd be one or two and like that. And right now we're around 20, which isn't a whole lot, but it means be careful. When you get down to 20, you got to be careful. So, yeah, that's how it is. Everybody's wearing a mask to stay in their distance. And I find it hard to talk through a mask, so when there's nobody coming, I'll just pull it down over my mouth so I can talk. And hopefully that will suffice. Alright. So Barrington Street is not a super long street, but it's one of the main streets in downtown Halifax. And well, we'll just take a look back the other way. The sun is starting to set, so as we get close to 3 o'clock, it don't take long in the northern hemisphere for the sun to go down. It goes rather quickly this time of year. But I gotta say, it's 1 degree, so it's we're still a little above freezing, not much, but it's not bad. I was gonna wear my gloves, and I forgot them in my car when I parked, so I'm walking barehanded, and I thought it was going to be cold in the hands, but no, it's okay. Maybe it's just that I live here in Atlantic Canada and cold don't bother me as much as it would if I was from a warm climate. I don't know. But anyways, it doesn't seem to bother me today. I'm walking along here, and it's 1 degree. I can see my breath, but my hands aren't really that bad. I can a little chill, but not anything I can't handle. So we'll keep on walking and try to cover the whole street here. And when I came down here parking is really an issue in Halifax. There's not a lot of parking spots. I found one, and they got these new parking meters out now. You go to the box on the pole there, and you go through all these steps just to pay $2, and I could park for an hour. So it was the first time I used that. It was quite the experience getting my parking meter paid, but anyways, got through it after a while. So I'll go a little bit farther down. I got to be mindful of the time because I don't want my parking meter to expire and get a ticket on top of that. So I think I'm good for a little while yet. I covered this area here one time before where that church is right there, and I went in and looked at these gravestones once before, but something happened to my video. My phone was full while I was filming, and I didn't realize my phone was full. So one day we'll do that again, but I don't think I will today because I have to get back in 1 hour to get my car from the parking spot. So I better not get sidetracked today. So anyways, we're kind of going into South End here a little bit, and it's not that far from North End to South End. You can walk it in about half an hour. Where I started up by Scotia Square, that was right downtown, but another 10 minutes from there, and I would have been the North End. So it's not a big city here. It's a nice little city, and with downtown and the surrounding areas, there's about 500,000 population here, and we got everything that you have in the big cities, but just a little bit less of it. So we got all the big chains here, and small. What I really love here is the small stores and the small restaurants and coffee shops that are the chain. They're just one on their own. Okay, and this is where Dalhousie University is, up that way. One day we'll do a tour of Dalhousie. There's too much to walk, so I'm going to one day get my wife to drive the car, and I'll shoot the video, and we'll do a complete video of Dalhousie University because it's a big area, and when students come here, it'd be nice if they could have something to look at and see what Dalhousie University looks like before they get here, and they'll have a good idea. So, well, I'm going to make that one of my top priorities. Someday when it's cold and I don't feel like walking around the cold, I'll sit in my car and we'll shoot Dalhousie University. So anyways, I'm getting pretty well down to the end of Barrington, just a little bit farther, and it goes around a turn, and that's the end of it. So I'm going to turn right here, and we'll kind of look at some stuff on the other side of the street, and I'm going to head back up in the direction of where my car is parked, and when I get there I'll end the video, but there might be some stuff to see between now and then. So we'll go back the other way and give you a different perspective on it, going the opposite direction. And when I pass one of those new parking things they got here, I'll just stop and show it. Maybe you have it in your city. You possibly have the same thing. The technology is probably everywhere now. But I guess I'm old school and a little slow catching on to some of these new things they have out. So that's how it is. Took me a while to learn how to operate this gimbal. My son helped me quite a bit in that, and so I can use this now. Had a little bit of trouble when I first got it, but so far now it's not too bad. So I guess I can learn, but it just takes me a little bit of time. So anyways, when I get to one of these parking boxes, I'll just stop and show you what it looks like. There's a whole bunch of buttons on there. You gotta push this button and that button, and eventually the little gate will open up so you can drop your coins in, or you can tap your card on there. I was just gonna stay an hour, so I was just gonna put a toonie in, which is a $2 coin for anybody that's not familiar with Canada. our $2 coins are called toonies. So here's what our box looks like. You see you have a whole bunch of choices here and different buttons to push. And if you push the wrong one, it'll start all over again. And I can get an hour for $2. They have these parking meters numbered, and where I parked it was in a zone. It was in zone B, so you get charged according to the zone you're in. And they have a thing that collects the solar panel up the top here. See, they'll run on solar panels. You don't need any electricity to make them work. And you can tap your card on there. You can use Interact, Visa, whatever you want. Anyways, they just came out. They've been on the street only a short time. And that was my first experience with one today. Never used it before. And one day I'll try it again, but it was quite an ordeal getting my parking paid for. So anyways, here we go, back up to, I'll take a little different route to go back because just a little bit more of the city. And I gotta wait for the light here now. That building right there is probably the tallest thing we have in Halifax, one of the tallest buildings anyways. And they're doing a whole lot of renovations on that. There used to be a little mall underneath of that building and a food court and all things like that. It was really nice. And then over the years, it got a little run down and people stopped going in there. And we walked through there one day and it was like nobody even cared about it anymore. Nobody went in there. So they're doing renovations on it and fixing up the entryway on both ends. And hopefully they will bring it back again. And people will walk down in there because it was really nice. There was a little plaza where you could, a few shops in there, wasn't a whole lot, but some shops. And there was a couple of coffee shops and a bar. And they had a, whoops, I accidentally hit my phone. I hope it's still working all right. I hope. We hope it is. Let's have a look and make sure. Yep, I think we're okay. I turned around and my hand hit my phone accidentally. I went to pull my mask back up and I hit my phone, so hopefully everything's still good. All right, we'll continue on. And there's a lot of buses goes up and down Barrington Street because, like I said, it's one of the main streets through here. And Halifax has got a nice downtown, just that it's all on hills. Where I'm walking level right here, when I take a left, I'm going uphill, and I'm thinking I'm going to take a left to go up here, because I'm parked in the general area up here, so I'll walk up to that street. We've already covered Barrington Street, so we'll go up here. I'll try to see if I can find a street sign, tell you what this street's called. And we're on a steep hill right now, where you can probably see this goes uphill. It's quite steep, and we'll go down through here. All right. That was the parking meter guy. He's coming around checking the parking meter, so hopefully he hasn't been to mine and it was expired. I don't think so. I think I'm still good. So this area right here is pretty much all bars, and it's a walking street mostly. You can drive through here, I guess, but it's mostly walking, and it's almost all bars. And on the weekends, the university students are pretty much the ones that use this. Other people can, but it's mostly the university students that hang out down here. and it's just wall-to-wall bars and drinking establishments and that kind of stuff. So I'm making my way back up here, and I think I'm one street up on this intersection coming. I take a left and go up one more street, and I will be at my car, and then we'll end this video. This is a live theater right here, the Neptune Theater. It's a very famous place, and so we'll just have a look and see if they're even operating right now because of the COVID. Masks are required. Yeah, enjoy the show. Apparently, it's still operating. So isn't that nice? Yeah. The Neptune Theater. If you ever come to Halifax and want live theater, this is the place to go. They have some really good shows in there. So take it in if you're ever in Halifax. All right, up the hill. I haven't had enough exercise today, so we'll go back up the hill, get some more exercise. I think the next intersection is where I'm parked, I believe. That's the place right there that makes beer. You see the silver vats in the window there, the tanks. So it's called the Gahan House, and Brewers of Handcrafted Ales. The sign says Brewers of Handcrafted Ales. So they make it right there and they serve it right there. And probably they distribute it as well. I wouldn't be surprised. This place is called Rogers Square, and the street I'm on is Sackville Street. Sackville and Granville. I think this is where I'm parked on, somewhere near here. So this is kind of neat. They just finished this up last summer. You walk through here. This is called Rogers Center or something like that. Rogers anyway. And there's stores and things along the sides, and you got all these screens going through here. So it's pretty cool. I would walk through there, but I'm kind of in a hurry to get back to my car in case the parking meter runs out. So we'll continue on up, and it's okay. I think I'm on a street just like this one right here, but I think it's down this way. A lot of times I don't go by the name of the streets, I just know where things are. And let's see. Okay, I think I'm back. Hope I don't put myself late and can't locate my car, but we'll walk down to the corner, see if it's on the street. I think it might be. Halifax is a real blend of old and new. There's things here 200 or 300 years old, and there's brand new buildings right here as well. Alright, well, I gotta go down the hill, see where I'm parked here. Somewhere right in this vicinity. It's not a big city, so I should be able to locate it before too long here. I would think. Well, it's not back that way. And it's not on this corner. So it must be down one more street. There's a place that makes great donairs. And if you ever want to look for a good donair, go right there. Johnny K's. Alright, I went down that street and didn't see my car. So we'll go one more street. I might have came up too far when I walked up here. Good chance of that. Yeah, good chance I might have walked up just one too many streets. And well, I'm back down on Barrington again. I went right around the block and I didn't see my car, so I must not went up far enough. So let's keep walking. I'll walk fast if I can, and shouldn't be too hard to find. I just probably took the wrong street there. See, the workers are still up there on that building. There's a lot of buildings here for Lee Street now on the bottom here. There's several of the restaurants and things that have gone out of business since the COVID. And we hope that it all comes back. We hope that we're talking about now they've discovered some vaccines that may help. We hope that's the case, and we get some life back in the city here again, and everything comes back. That's what we're hoping. So, a little clue to where my car is. I got to be a one-way street going up the hill. Because I drove up the hill from down here. I came down Barrington, and I went up the hill. So it has to be on a one-way street going up the hill. Oh, we'll just try to get right back there. And then I got to go over to across the harbor and wait for my wife to get off work. Alright, my video might come to an end before long because I got a little notice there, so it's going to run out soon. But it's still going yet. Maybe I can get a good shot right up the street if I just walk right out by the edge here and get a good look right up the street like that. I got a feeling this is my street right here because it goes up the hill that way. I probably didn't walk down quite far enough. Alright, it's still working yet anyways. So, we'll go up the hill. I think it's up here. Somehow I missed it when I was walking around here, but I think this is my hill right here. In one corner you got old brick buildings, and another corner you got glass towers. That's the way it is here in Halifax. Got a lot of old buildings and a lot of new ones right together. Well, a lot of the old buildings are going fast to make way for the new ones. But I guess that's a good thing. That's progress. And I think this is the corner where my car is. I think I've located it. Long last located my car, I believe. So that's a good thing. That's the other side of that building with the screens in it. It's called Rogers Square. Okay, so I'm going to go up here and so I'm almost back to my car. I'm going to sign off this video and probably take off across the harbor, pick up my wife. And if you like these walking around videos, hit that like button and the subscribe, because that all helps. And I want to keep making them, and I know a lot of people like them, so we'll keep doing it. And you have a good day. This is it for me for today. Okay, bye.